Ukraine has criticized India for buying crude oil from Russia. Ukraine's foreign minister, Dmytro Kuleba, has passed a scathing remark about India. He said that Kiev has been a reliable partner for New Delhi, but by purchasing crude oil from Russia, India is in effect buying Ukrainian blood. And this is what Dmytro Kuleba said. I'm quoting, "Every barrel of Russian crude oil delivered to India has a good portion of Ukrainian blood in it." Kuleba's response coming a day after India's foreign minister justified the decision to buy oil from Russia. Every country tries to ensure the best deal possible to cushion high energy prices. Although India has massively increased the amount of oil it purchases from Russia over the last 6 months, it still falls well short of the volumes purchased by Europe and China. And this is how the foreign minister of India had responded to the criticism last week.
Oil prices are unreasonably high. Okay, not only are oil prices high, so are gas prices. A lot of them, lot of traditional suppliers to Asia are also diverting them to Europe, because Europe is buying less oil and gas from Russia, or can buy less gas from Russia. So Europe is also actually buying much more from the Middle East and from other sources who would have supplied India. So it is a situation today where every country will try naturally to get the best deal possible for its citizens, will try to cushion the impact of this high energy prices. And that is exactly what we are doing. Now, we are not doing it in a defensive way. I mean, we have been very open and very honest about our interest.
These are the figures from the 24th of February, when Russia began its invasion, to the 4th of June. The European Union accounted for 61% of Russia's fossil fuel export revenue during the 100-day period. Germany, Italy and the Netherlands, members of both the EU and NATO, were among the largest importers, with only China surpassing them. China overtook Germany as the largest importer, importing nearly 2 million barrels of discounted Russian oil per day in May, up 55% from a year ago. Russia also surpassed Saudi Arabia as China's largest oil supplier. Secondly, India has been maintaining its neutrality since the beginning. India has been careful not to pick sides, as it has historic close ties with Russia. Moscow is the prime weapon supplier. Plus, India has built a closer security partnership with the US as it seeks to counter China. And third, India's inflation remained just under 7%. And deep discounts from Russia have offered the world's third largest importer of oil some relief. So India's decision to buy oil is driven by the economic reasons, and which are being felt all around the world. And its foreign policy choices are not cynical or transactional in nature. And for more on this, our principal diplomatic correspondent, Siddhant Sibal, getting us this report from New Delhi. Take a look.
The Ukrainian foreign minister has said that the Russian crude oil India imports has Ukrainian blood in it. Now, these comments are metaphorical and, of course, critical of New Delhi. But India has been able to explain in past few months and also exposed the double standards of the West regarding import of Russian energy. Now, Indian External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar at a conference in Europe pointed out, doesn't the import of Russian gas to Europe fuels the war in Ukraine? And just recently in Bangkok, he talked about the need to get the best deal for Indians, and that is what he has been doing. And of course, talked about the prices being unreasonably high. And for a country like India, he said, we need to get the best deal. Now, we know that these comments are something that will not go down well here in New Delhi. As of now, there hasn't been any reaction by India, but we do expect some kind of reaction perhaps in next few weeks. But largely, these comments show the hardening of position by Ukraine vis-a-vis New Delhi. But the Ukrainian foreign minister was hopeful during that virtual press conference in which journalists from Asia joined about having more practical support with India, and of course talked about how both countries are democracies and need to work together. With video journalist Chandrasekhar Siddhansibal for WION in New Delhi.
WION now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.